I'm here to explain the situation on the ground in Arakan, Burma, about Rohingya, the plights of Rohingya. I'm here to explain the Iilo, International Islamic Lawyers Organization, to the brutality of the police forces and the Buddhist Rakhine committing against Rohingya people in Arakan state. We appeal to Iilo to bring the perpetrators to justice. We are hoping that, inshallah, Muslim Ummah and the international community, including Iilo and OIC and other Muslim organizations, can help us bring peace in Arakan and have Rohingya people reclaim their rights.
إذا كانت المسؤوليات الملقاة على عاتق المنظمات الإسلامية في نصرة القضية البورمية، فإن هذه المسؤولية آكد في حق المنظمات في بورما أو التي أنشئت من أجل خدمة هذه القضية. وسنستعرض فيما يلي جهود اتحاد تنسيق منظمات الهورينجا. يتحدث الدكتور وقار الدين رئيس الاتحاد عن هذا الاتحاد. طيب، كرما من الزملاء سماعات الترجمة.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters and friends of Rohingya, distinguished audience, and your excellencies. On behalf of Rohingya community worldwide and the Arakan Rohingya Union, I want to thank you, express our gratitude to give me the opportunity to speak in this historic landmark occasion. Today, I would like to give you the perspective of Arakan Rohingya Union and give you update on current situation, and also appeal to you how the Iilo and the Muslim Ummah can help our cause. Because Arakan Rohingya Union is the legitimate organization representing the Rohingya community worldwide, I must give you a little background about our organization, Arakan Rohingya Union, which inshallah we hope to work closely with Iilo and Muslim Ummah, and as we are working very closely with OIC. The Arakan Rohingya Union was established in Saudi Arabia, in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, in May 31st of 2011, under the patronage of His Excellency Secretary General Professor Dr. Ekmaluddin Ehsanoglu. And this organization is a global organization, umbrella organization, composed of 25 individual Rohingya organizations throughout the world. It was registered in USA, in the United States of America, as an NGO. This organization, ARU, is recognized by the OIC member states, and there was a resolution unanimously passed in Council of Foreign Ministers Conference in Astana, Kazakhstan in 2011. ARU structure is very simple at this point. We have a secretariat with 5 different departments, as you see there, and we have a coordination council, which is a regional-based coordination council to coordinate the activities of Rohingya cause. And we will have soon, inshallah, an advisory board. The mission of ARU is, first mission, really important. The most important thing we are looking at is the reinstatement, regaining our citizenship that have been revoked by Myanmar government since 1962. And second objective mission is to improve the living condition of Rohingya in Arakan state and throughout the world, and particularly refugee communities around the world. And third objective mission is to get better protection of Muslims in Myanmar. That to achieve those objectives, the mission, we have to develop strategies. First strategy is the dialogue. We want to establish a dialogue with Myanmar government, and we can see a lot of opportunities working with Iilo to achieve that goal, inshallah. And as well as other entities such as opposition political parties, ethnic minorities, civil societies in Burma, and even some organizations, local organizations. And another strategy is to mobilize international support, just like this one and others. OIC have had the United Nations. We had recently His Excellency Dr. Hassanoglu has convened a ministerial contact group meeting, that kind of activities. We want to mobilize international community to have those activities. Third strategy is to build the capacity of Rohingya people worldwide. What we are doing as ARU at this point, our activities, I want to quickly highlight that. First thing right now we are doing is OIC's engagement with Myanmar government. OIC is fully engaged with Myanmar government with dialogue, and they have two delegations already visited Arakan state, and inshallah we hope that Secretary General will be making a trip soon. We are providing information support for OIC delegation to Myanmar, particularly current status on the ground, what is happening on the ground. We let them know on a daily basis. We established a contact and coordination with OIC officials as with Myanmar leadership, Rohingya leadership in Myanmar. Rohingya leadership inside Myanmar has a contact now with OIC officials, particularly with regard to these visits. We consult OIC officials with regard to location, where to go, where to find interesting points, where to find the critical information on the ground, going to which cities, which villages, and which camps. We also alerted OIC officials about the nature of Myanmar officials, how they are unpredictable or predictable, how they conduct themselves. And also ARU is actively engaged with U.S. State Department, Senate Foreign Relations and House, as well as Muslim Ummah in America, particularly currently evolving a strong organization in U.S. called Burma Task Force, USA, and ISNA, ICNA, and MUNA. All these Muslim organizations in the United States, ARU is fully engaged working with them. And NGOs such as Amnesty International, Human Rights, and Center for Humanitarian Dialogue. And we also have a lot of academic institutions now working on Rohingya activities. There's a lot of seminars going on around the country. There are graduate studies initiating some departments in social studies, concentrating on Rohingya issues. There's a lot of projects being developed in some institutions. I know most of you brothers, friends of Rohingya know who we are, but I want to quickly recap what Rohingya are all about, who we are. Me, myself, a Rohingya, born and raised in Arakan, Burma, went to college in Burma. My ancestry goes back to 9th century. We are the roots, we are the original people of Arakan. Indigenous Rohingya people from Rohang. Rohingya word is derived from the region Rohang in northern Arakan state. We have a mixed background of South Asian, Caucasian, Middle Eastern, and Moors. You can see there a small area on the global scale. You are seeing that circle red is the Rohang area in northern Arakan state. A lot of people ask whether all Muslims in Burma are Rohingya. So I want to put this slide for you. About 50% of Muslims in Burma are Rohingya. That is concentrated on the left. You see on the map here in northern Arakan state is the Muslim. That accounts about 1.5 million. The rest of the Burma on the right, you'll see on the other Muslims, Kabya, Panthe, South Asian and others, they are about 50% that constitute around approximately 1.5 million. On the right-hand side of the map here, you will see the light green highlighted area, Rohingya region. That is basically Rohingya are currently distributed. But before 1924, Rohingya were more into the south. There was riot took place just like this one, and a lot of Rohingya has been killed, thousands of them, and a lot of them have been moved north. That's why we are more concentrated in the north now. I want to show you this slide about the citizenship of Rohingya. We were citizens of Burma. That citizenship was revoked in 1962. Gradually, since then, have been non-issuance of citizenship card and gradually revoking them. And there's an old newspaper cut in 1961. We have Rohingya activists, freedom fighters demanding Myanmar government to have a special Rohingya district. And they were holding arms, and they fought with Myanmar government before 1961. Eventually, Myanmar government yielded and made a truce with them and giving them rights of a special Rohingya Mayun Echakayang district. And you see in the picture there, Burmese general was having a truce with Rohingya fighters, and then the word Rohingya was highlighted green, a word Rohingya was used, and then I translated that there at the bottom. July 18, 1961, Rohingya were declared as Myanmar citizens, nationals of Myanmar, citizens of Myanmar by this, during this occasion. These are documented. I quickly want to show you some graphic slides about how the atrocities are going on in Myanmar. As evidence for Iilo, we can provide this. We will have more. These are all human rights violations. In the text, I am putting that in the slide. And so basically, these are the ethnic cleansing taking place. Muslim villages have been replaced by Buddhist Arakan. These are forms they use, official form of Burmese government to depopulate Rohingya, to track the population of Rohingya. Massive refugee crisis going on because of that in Bangladesh, in India, in Thailand, and homeless, a lot of Rohingya children, and the Rohingya seeking refuge in Bangladesh, and settlements on Rohingya villages by Buddhist Myanmar government doing that with Rohingya forced labor. On this map, you can see all the area forced labor being used. And this is the graphic evidence. Excuse me if this is too graphic for you. I must show you this because this could be some of this evidence I can bring up in the court. This is what you have seen that have done, how Rohingya, the Muslims are killed by Arakan mobs. You can see here Imam, how he was killed. His head was laying on the ground. They will not choose young or old. The police shot this old Rohingya person on the chest, point blank. The masjid is surrounded by police during prayer time to attack, that the police will be shooting after the prayer. Look at this ransack, the masjid is ransacked. And the Myanmar police and the vandals, Arakan, set in a fire Rohingya villages. Arakan police watching the Arakan setting fire Rohingya house. They said they are religion of peace. I don't want to say much. You can see the Buddhist monk. The Saffron Brigade, I call them, attacking masjid on the left. You see they are already there. They are with sticks and arms going to destroy the masjid. These masjids have been destroyed already. It is 14th century old masjid in Arakan. There's another one masjid, very old masjid, Badar Makan in mosque in Ikea, and that masjid is now occupied by Buddhists, and they put their Buddha statue inside the masjid. Masjid have been occupied. These all Buddhists inside masjid, where the imam will be standing there. Buddhists, Arakan, vigilantes roaming around the town to attack Muslims. Look at these little girls, high school girls, middle school girls with weapons, ready to ambush Rohingya coming out of masjid during the Juma period. Rohingya villages, burned Rohingyas living. Myanmar police, these are the evidence. Ambushing Rohingya. This is Myanmar police. They are hauling Rohingya bodies after killing them, loading on the trucks. There's Rohingya bodies on police vans. They will take the bodies away. So that you cannot count the bodies. That's why we do not know exact figure how many thousand people were killed by the police. You can see the ground here, looks like real ground. A little rainfall, ground washes away. That's what you see, Rohingya bodies coming up from the ground, hundreds of them. Myanmar police on the left will see the round up all the Rohingya from the villages and arbitrarily pick kids and load on the truck and take them away. We don't know where they are taken. They are going to prison. They have been tortured. There have been severe atrocities. There are killings, cold-blooded killings in the prison, not on the street. So his killings are going indoor right now. So we want to ask Iilo to help us to bring the case to these culprits to justice. Thank you very much for sharing this dark period of Rohingya history.